In today's art lesson, we will learn how to draw and paint an owl. So let's get started. For this lesson, you will need a piece of paper. I'm using watercolor paper, but you can use any type of paper that you like. You will need a set of watercolor paints and a paintbrush. You will also need a cup or a bowl with clean water and something to draw with. I'm going to be using a black oil pastel, but you can use pencil or crayon or even markers if you'd like. And you will need a paper towel. So let's get started. We're going to start about right here, a little bit from the top of our piece of paper. We'll start about right here on the left-hand side, and we're going to make a line, a curved line that includes two swirls, and we're going to come down and then come back up here. Let me show you what I mean. So we'll start about right here, swirl, come down, and then come back up and end with a swirl. So you have a spiral, or a swirl, swirl, and then this is going to be the top of our owl's head. Now let's make the bottom part of the head. So we're going to come down and around and back up again with a curved line. And then we're going to come down here for the body. So let's make two curved lines coming out from the head. And then we're going to come back up here to the head and the face, and we're going to make some features inside the face. So we're going to make some curved lines coming out from the side. And then inside those curved lines, let's make some small dots. These are going to be the pupils. I'm going to try to get those to be the same size, but it's sometimes challenging when you're using your oil pastel. Okay, and then we're going to make the little beak. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a branch right here for our owl to be sitting on. So let's start at the left, come through, and we're going to make not a perfectly straight line, but more of a line that looks like a branch. So our owl can sit on it. Make sure that you touch these two lines of the owl and then go up towards the end of the line and go off your piece of paper. Then we're going to start again on this side with the bottom part of the branch and then go down. And then we're going to create a sideways V right here. So it looks like these branches are going off into different directions. Now let's make three curved lines on each side underneath our owl. Those are going to be the toes of our owl. And let's put some little designs right here in this area of our owl. So let's add some wings first on the side of the body. And then we're going to add a series of U's that's going to go across the body. And do you see how I'm making these U's? So I'm starting here on the left. And then when I start a new row of U's, what I do is I touch right here at the lowest point of the previous line, like that. So it looks a little bit like feathers. If there's a different way that you'd like to make feathers, go ahead and do your way. This is your artwork, so you get to do what you want. There we go. All right, now let's add a little bit of detail to our design. So you can add some leaves anywhere that you'd like to on your branch. Maybe I'd like to leave it at that. And then if you'd like to put a moon up in your sky, I think I'm going to do that. Just see where you have the most room. I think I have the most room about right here. So I make the letter C, and then I connect the two ends of my C line with another C. Now if there's anything else that you'd like to add in the sky, go ahead and do that now. Would you like to add some stars? Would you like to add another bird? It's up to you, but I think that I'm finished with my design. So I'm going to put that down and I'm going to start painting. Now remember, if you'd like to have strong, vibrant colors, then you will use more paint and less water with your watercolor paints. And if you want a softer, more subtle color, then you'll use more water. Remember to rinse your paintbrush between each color so that the colors don't get mixed up and muddy on your palette. Okay? All right, I'm going to start by painting my owl. Let me think about the color that I'd like to paint my owl. Since this is not a really very realistic owl, I think I'm going to use the color orange and maybe a little bit of yellow. And then the area right here by the eye, I'm going to leave that white so it really stands out. So I'm going to go ahead and paint yellow and orange on my owl. When I get down here to the feathers, I'm going to paint a combination of different oranges and maybe a little bit of yellow as well. And then I'm going to move on to start painting my background. So I'm going to paint the sky, maybe a dark blue or purple. I haven't decided yet. For the branch, I'm going to paint the branch brown, and then these little tiny leaves, I'm going to paint green. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alrighty, so as you can see, my colors are starting to spread here, and that's really normal with watercolor paints. If you'd like to stop that spread, what you can do is you can take your handy dandy paper towel and hover over the area where you want to pick up and absorb a little bit of the paint, and you can just touch it like that and see what happens. The paint gets absorbed by the paper towel. Again, if you have areas that are a little bit darker than you were expecting or that you were hoping for, just hover over that area with your paper towel and you can absorb some of that color. But it's completely up to you if you'd like to do that. Okay? All right. The next step is going to be to paint the background. I'm not sure what color this one is right here. So let me look at that one. Oh, that's a really dark blue. Let's see what this one is. Oh, I like this one. It's actually almost like a combination. I'm not sure if you can see that on the video, but it's a combination between purple and blue. That's what it looks like to me. So I think that for a night sky, that'll be perfect. Alrighty, I'm finished painting my night owl design. I hope that you had a lot of fun with this project. I had a lot of fun teaching you. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.